Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So, the money making method we're going to be doing today, we did have a look at a couple of months ago when the news came out that 110 crafting was coming into the game. Now, turning dragon hide into leather back then was very good profit. It's even better profit now just because 110 crafting is 9 days away at current time of recording this video. So the hides we're going to look at, there are 4 types of hides which you really want to pay most attention to. The one we're not going to really look at is red dragon hide because it's a bit too niche and it doesn't really bring in the profit. Now, what I imagine is down to sort of people making free-to-play accounts. Green dragon hide and blue dragon hide are level 2 crafting to use on a crafter to turn into leather. Whereas black dragon hide and royal dragon hide don't need a leather tool to turn from dragon hide into leather as well. The only real difference is the back 2 are members, which is why I imagine they put a level 2 requirement on things like blue and green, even though it's not really that deep, like it's 2 seconds of spinning flax or doing something else to get level 2 crafting, but it's just something they've done, so I thought I would mention it at the start of the video. So that's what we're going to be looking at, turning dragon hide into leather. Now there's 2 real ways you could do this. You could do this with the make leather spell, however you need to be members. You also need to have the ability to have make leather spell from Livid Farm. My personal preference, while make leather is nice, it gives you some crafting XP, it gives you some magic XP as well. Doing it via the portable crafter is by far the easiest and quickest option in my opinion. And that's what we're going to be showing you guys here because there's basically no requirements needed. All you really need for this method is just some starter GP to be able to do this method from the get-go. Now, in terms of hides you can do per hour, it's going to be about 40,000 dragon hides you can do per hour. And there's a couple things that I'd recommend. If you have a very small cash stack to start, don't worry about it. You can still do it in 2, 3, or 1,000 increments. So you buy and then you sell, and you just keep churning. And by doing it, you're going to make more and more each time and be able to buy more and more dragon hides each time as well. If you are limited on your cash stack as well, green dragon hides, yes, you're going to take a little bit less profit, but they are the cheapest ones to buy by quite a margin. So if you're looking to do that, those are the ones I would suggest you starting on. And then through the process, especially if you're members as well, you want to get to royal dragon hide as soon as possible, because that's going to be the hide where you're going to make the most profit. So very little requirements. If you're looking for portable crafters, all you need to do is go into World 84 at 4th Room 3 Workshop. You will then find portables there for you to use, not just for crafting, all your portable needs as well. So in terms of sort of what you need for this method is literally just a GP stack. Now, if you do not have a GP stack, look through some of my other videos. There's some videos you can do with absolutely no cash. What I would recommend really if you are that low on cash is to go and do something like killing chickens or rabbits for an hour, and that will give you more than enough GP to do a couple, 2,000-3,000 of hides in one go. So what we're going to do first, because we always do this anyway, is we want to check the margins, which one are worth doing, because while the wiki is very good, the wiki is only ever a guideline, and what the wiki will do is give you an idea of what's making money. It is then up to you to go and check the prices and margins to see if it's going to make that kind of profit you're looking for. So the wiki generally operates on the Grand Exchange mid prices, and once items are off that, that's when it causes you a problem. So as you've just seen there, a dragon hide is above mid price, so that's where you can be affected from the profit side. So at the minute you can buy and always slow buy as well. If you slow bought your dragon hides, you could save 50 GP, and if you're a bit tight on cash, that can be a big thing. Go and do something else while it's buying. But also as well, for the sake of 50 GP, you can be going making a lot more and churning a lot more if you instant bought. So that's the price of dragon hide. So we need to find the price of green dragon leather. And as you can see, the price of dragon hide and dragon leather, especially for the green variety, is absolutely through the floor. I've never really seen it this cheap. And if you're a free-to-play sort of player and stuff, you can make green dragon hide bodies for profit. A method which people were quite happy to do to 99 back in the day is now making you profit to do it as well. So it's kind of crazy how RS3 does this, where it always changes in prices and stuff. Stuff which used to cost a small fortune back in the day actually makes you quite a bit of profit. So let's say we're going to take the example of the highest price here. For turning a green dragon hide into a green dragon leather, you're going to be making something about 160 GP each, which per item doesn't sound a lot, but when you're doing 40,000 per hour, that is quite a solid 6 to 6.5 mil per hour just from tanning leather. And you don't have to do this all the time. You could just do an hour and go and invest that 6 mil into your account and then go and do something else. This is just one of those fantastic fallback methods where yes, it's going to be quite intensive. You're going to have to sort of pay attention and do stuff, but it will reap the rewards in the cash you're going to make from it as well. So blue dragon hide is definitely the entry level one, and you'll see when we go through price and stuff that green dragon hide is definitely the entry one, but when we go through the prices of the other stuff, you'll realize how much cheaper green is than the rest, and that's where your money can stretch further if you're on a limited budget. If you're not on a limited budget, the higher ones will definitely show you more profit and be better to do for time, because you want to value your time in the highest form possible. Sometimes the high stuff or the lower stuff might make more money for no reason. So you need to just check your margins. And that's why I recommend, even if you are limited on cash, check the margins for everything, because you might be able to pick something out which is going to be exceptionally good profit. And you want to spend more time making the things which are going to make you more profit as opposed to something which will make you less. So here we go with the Black Dragon hide, selling that. That is higher than I thought it would be, to be fair. And Black Dragon leather. And you will get sort of times when low volume or there's not a lot on the Grand Exchange, or for whatever reason things will be slightly higher, and then that's when you go and look at the other methods. The good thing with dragon hides and dragon hide leathers is you've got variety. You've got 4 methods here, which at the minimum is going to make you 6 mil per hour. So blue roughly should make you 6.8, green should make you roughly 7, but again, check your margins. Black 7, and then royal dragon hide is upwards of about 13 mil per hour. So if you've got limited cash, you might be better to buy 1,000 royal dragon hides and continuously buy and sell than actually doing a big amount of greens. It just depends what you've got, how you want to play, how you want to do it, whether you're happy to go back and forward to the bank all the time, but that is just an option to do anyway. So royal dragon hides, we'll have a look at what they're going to buy for. And again, the reason these are so high in price is because 110 crafting is so close around the corner. People have left it last minute and maybe want to get to those couple of levels to get some stuff from crafting. Crafting is going to make insane profit day of release, so definitely want to check out on day of release. Again, I'm going to have loads of videos relating to it. All the methods which are going to make money, we'll check margins, skilling methods, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribe for the videos for crafting, because we'll make sure that on day of release we will cover everything. Profits, skilling methods, which ones are the best XP, we'll make sure to cover everything. So starting with the blue dragon hide, a decent margin actually, 100 GP for those. So let's say if we buy at 1028, you could be making 430 GP for a dragon leather, which is actually crazy. That is blowing the green dragon hide out the water. So if you were to do 40,000 per hour and you were getting 400 GP margin, that's 16 mil. And don't get me wrong, that might be an issue with the volume or the price of blue dragon leather, but that's why you want to cash in when it's there. Maybe buy sort of 5k at a time, tan them, then sell them, tan them, then sell them, just so you don't get caught with 20,000 at one time, and the time it's taking you to do 20k, the price could turn or change. Black Dragon hide is going to be 1.8k and turned into 2,000 coins for leather. That's okay, but it's just been massively outdone by the blue dragon hide. So not too bad there, but you have got better. And then finally, the royal dragon hide, and this can happen with royal sometimes, and this is why I say, like, don't always go off the wiki. The wiki is just a guide. Check the prices off the back as well. Royal spiked on price quite hard, whereas the black, blue and green is quite, a lot of the dragon hide comes into the game. Sometimes royal dragon hide can spike quite hard. So the margin to just buy it, you've got 500 GP there, so it's a good flip. And definitely one to slow buy is royal dragon hide at 2.4k, but you're going to turn that into 2.8, so you're not actually going to make as much as blue dragon hide. And the margins seem to be all over the place. Like the max price you'll buy royal dragon hide, you will lose money turning that into leather. So the royal dragon hide price could change massively over the next couple of hours. It might just be because it's in the morning and UK time. Maybe later on in the evening could be a better time to buy. People will be selling the dragon hide on the Grand Exchange, and the price will come down as a point of that as well. But 200 GP on black dragon, that's 8 mil per hour. The blue dragon, 16 mil. Again, I'm not too confident on that price, but from the Grand Exchange of the numbers, you can do that. I just wouldn't do it in 20k increments. I'd do it at 5k at a time. And at least that way you sort of bank in for the first couple of sales. You're going to get that kind of profit. And then green dragon hide, very safe, very easy. That's going to be roughly about 6.57 mil per hour as well. Royal dragon hide will come into its own at some point. I just think people might be using this method for profit now because it is such good profit, it's such easy profit. But a good thing with dragon hide, like I said earlier in the video, you have variety. You have 4 different methods. Yes, they're slightly different on how much you're going to be making per hour on the scale, but they're all going to be very solid for how much money they make anyway. However, I would say you've probably got about the 9 days left to really capitalize on this. Once 110 crafting's here, once the different methods are here as well, people will probably move over to that. But like I said, all of the stuff on 110 crafting released on the channel. We'll be doing different methods, seeing if things really are better in terms of GP and XP, and we'll be jumping on that as well. However, this is a really nice way for you to make some cash straight on a fresh account as well. A really good way for you to jump in and make some cash on members as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any ideas, videos, anything you want to see from the channel, drop them down below in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for your support recently. It really does mean the world. Thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.